see you guys. You guys are fucking dangerous. Look at this guy. He's got respect for the door.
There's 4 million people coming in.
It's only a matter of time. Justice is coming.
What is the cost of lies? It's not that we'll mistake them for the truth. The real danger is that if we hear enough lies, then we no longer recognize the truth at all.
Why would I have anything to say to you? All you do is lie.
What else is left but to abandon even the hope of truth and content ourselves instead with stories?
It's the role of good journalism to take on powerful abuses. And when powerful abuses are taken on, there is always a back reaction.
You take an animal virus and you increase its transmissibility to humans, right. You're saying that's not gain of function?
That is correct. And Senator Paul, you do not know what you are talking about, quite frankly. And I want to say that officially.
When you report fake news, which CNN does a lot, you are the enemy of the people. Go ahead.
About is the reality of goodness, not the perception of it. And what I see all over the place is people who care about looking good while doing evil. Fuck them. Okay?
Welcome back, Habbening Bros, to another kind of, I guess, irregular Habbening TV. Yes, it's been a bit irregular. However, we do have a very, very special guest tonight. Live via Brainship, Boris Johnson. Hello, it's me, Boris Johnson, and I have just come to tell all of you people in the UK, I hope you are enjoying the marvelous fruits of diversity that have come from the Boris Wave. As you know, it has been incredibly helpful for my pocketbook. I imagine I will soon be swanning away to greater heights in global governance, part of the World Economic Forum. It will be delightful for me. Not quite so much for you, though, I imagine. I do not care about having betrayed my country. Quite honestly, I hate all of you, and I am very, very glad to see that you will all be diversified. And there's not really a lot you can do about it. Yes, don't think of coming after me. I am going to be nowhere near your benighted country anytime soon. In fact, I have a beautiful island in a secret location, surrounded by the best wine, the best books, and the best child slaves that the black market can offer. So I'm going to be fine. So enjoy your diversity and keep voting, please. Good night and good luck. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much there, Boris, for your kind words. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, okay, right. Like every single time you talk about the UK, it's fucked, but it's getting fucked. I don't know how to say that. I'm a bit out of practice. I was sick last week. Sorry about that. Yes, travel halfway across the world and then spend days being sick. Gay. Very, very, very gay. Tonight we have the latest saga in the UK migration fiasco, the diversification. There's been a mass stabbing on a train in Huntingdon to sort of, the north of London. It's been, it's really getting to the point now where it's all just starting to blend together. If you remember back in the day, like around, 2005, when this kind of stuff happened, it was like, it was a really sort of like shocking thing, and people like, oh my God, this has like never happened before, and they talked about it for ages. I predict this will fall out of the news cycle in a week when the next one happens. It's just a constant drumbeat of violent diversification. But there is something to take away from this, which is that being anti-racist isn't easy, folks, right? There's all these people on the far right who want to tell you that, there isn't a cost to being anti-racism. No, you have to suffer the diversity in order to make sure that you really embrace the anti-racism. If some of you have to die in order to support neoliberal anti-racism, then that's really a price that the people who engineered this are willing to pay on your behalf. I mean, of course, they're not really paying anything. I mean, in fact, they're making money, really, if you think about it. But, nonetheless, your betters have decided, for diversification, and that's what you're going to get. So, yes, it's mainly going to be this story tonight. Sadie Sapiento, I think there were 3 shootings in London yesterday. It's London. I'm actually thinking of starting a new sort of campaign actually for London. Maybe we could call it Stab You London. What do you reckon, guys? Diverse in London. I mean, I know Londonistan was popular for a while, but I think Stab You London has a sort of, it has like a ring to it. It sounds kind of foreign and ethnic, which is good. Obviously sort of gets the stabbing in. You guys got to remind me that Ricky Gervais tried to get like a tube ad campaign up, and it was like for some like whiskey or vodka he's like promoting, and the tagline was like, "Welcome to London. I hope you brought your stab vest." I'll find it on Twitter. Oh wait, hang on. I'm using 2 screens now. I got the mobile set up. Is it all holding like okay? It seems like it's going all right. Mm-hmm. We're not dropping frames. Excellent. Except I keep reaching for the wrong screen because I'm tired. Right. Yes. So welcome. To the now once weekly news show, because I'm doing the Friday streams, and I'm putting like a lot of effort into those. Welcome to all the people from the Friday streams, all the fellas, the best fellas. Thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate it. I'll probably be doing the history stream this week on Wednesday. Take a look at my Twitter for details on that. The first one, the Black Death. Woo, spooky. The sort of the event that really shaped modern Europe. If you got to like really start modern Europe, the Black Death is a great place to start because it was how everything. But yeah, anyway, enough of that. Let's say hello to everybody in the chat. Who have we got? Sadie Sapiente, Mikey Bikey, Nodak88, Total Blackout Painting. Good to see you, man. Full Short. Anybody else? Yes, the Eunuch, of course. I won't be doing Discord and Dragons tonight. I need a break. Well, I'm still working, but I hope it goes well. Yes, Ardent Party, of course. Captain Crisps. Anybody else? Oh, the gang's all here. It's lovely to see you all, guys. Really, really lovely to see you. That was Rumble. On YouTube, we have Ashley Styles, Deadpool Kid. Good to see you, mate. 007, Sarah, Fat Zombie, Andrews Animatics, Sunny Jim, James Cole, Cyber Chud Internal Affairs. Good to see you, Sir Chud. Who else we got? Proper Pictures, of course. Simon JJ. Oh, the gang's all here. Oh, it's lovely to see you all, guys. I've been having a lovely time in America because it is in London. I mean, right, you gotta understand, right? I mean, as much as I do miss the constant sort of tension and the threat of death and, just the sort of just aura of dread that pervades London, I can't do without it, really. I feel weird to be somewhere where I don't constantly feel in danger all the time. It's just, what can I say, right? Like, it's a bit of an acquired taste. And on Odyssey, we have Highland Fall, and that's it. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Today's meme. Are you not fatigued? Yeah, bro. I am. I'm fucking fatigued. Fuck. I got the kind of fatigue that sleep won't fix, bros. If you know what I'm saying, right? Like the bone deep fatigue. And so like, this shit now follows like a very, very predictable pattern. It's been following this pattern for like ages, but people have been noticing as it ramps up. Something horrible happens. The government comes out and they're like, let's not speculate, bros. We wouldn't want to speculate. Community cohesion. No. It eventually comes out. It was, some either migrant or second generation migrant who just went completely crazy for no reason whatsoever. Who can say, like, blah, 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 blah. It's like, it's just this thing that happens. It's like the weather, part and parcel of living in a big city. Everyone makes excuses. And then a bunch of people go around calling like anyone who objects to this racist. There you go. You're all caught up, bros. I can end the show now. We've seen it a million times before. It never fucking changes, right? Like, it's insane. Yes, please like, share, and subscribe. All that kind of like stuff. I feel a bit weird. I'm out of my routine, but hopefully it'll be good. If you want to send money, you can totally do so through the Entropy link. It would be like much appreciated. I believe it's like up at the moment. Money me good, money me now for therapy beers. And trust me, after covering this shit, I'm gonna need a few fucking therapy beers. I think everyone is. So, oh my god, is this the one? The Cambridgeshire train attack, which has now basically been called the for God's sake, what's the name of the place? The Huntingdon train attack. Just to give you an idea, 11 people were treated in hospital after a mass stabbing on a moving high-speed train from Doncaster to London on Saturday evening. Police on Sunday evening said that 5 of these people had been discharged, with 1 still in a life-threatening condition. It looks like nobody died, so at least there's that. They will get to live on after being maimed by diversity. I assume that being injured in such a way will make them all virulently more anti-racist than they were previously. Every single time this happens, right? Like, everybody involved and all the people around them surely are just like, yeah, maybe like mass immigration wasn't such a great idea. I don't know, man. I don't know, right? Like maybe it's like a weird kind of Stockholm syndrome where like they go deliberately out of their way. They're like, being stabbed in the chest isn't going to make me have a negative opinion of, non-whites, right? What I need to do is, be anti-racist even harder. I need to like up and move to Croydon or some like, really highly diverse part of London. Really, like get in amongst it and show how anti-racist I don't know, mate. I don't know. 2 men were initially arrested, but by Sunday evening, one of them had been released. So apparently they were basically the cops arrested the wrong guy and tased the wrong guy. There's like footage of him like on the platform being like, wait, it wasn't me. And the cop's like, it was an evolving situation, right? Like what's a bit of tasing ever hurt anyone? Shortly after the attacks began, the train made an unscheduled emergency stop at Huntingdon station, where, according to witness accounts, police officers shot a man carrying a knife with a taser. Basically, someone on the train like pulled the emergency brake, and it stopped at this station. It wasn't supposed to. The cops got there quite quickly because they originally thought that it might be a terrorist attack, though apparently it wasn't a terrorist attack. It was just a psycho nog. which seems like a bit of a sort of like hole in this, a sort of big gap in this whole definition of terrorism, right? You can just killing people randomly is not terrorism because you don't seek a political objective. But it's worse if you do. I don't know. I don't understand, man. Who gives a fuck? A member of the rail staff has been described as a hero after he tried to stop the attacker. He remains in hospital with life-threatening injuries. I think he might have been released. So basically, some dude Huntingdon. So it's quite a bit north of London. It's not like proper London. But we're all London now, really, aren't we? Right? Everyone gets to enjoy the benefits of London. All those people who moved away from London who are like, well, why did you move away from London? Well, I couldn't handle the crime. Don't worry. We now have Uber crime, right? Where the crime basically comes to you. You don't have to order it. Right, like it just sort of operates on its own, basically, right? And you will get crime delivered directly to your neighborhood for free. Obviously there will be a cost in terms of like sanity and stuff that got stolen from you, but right, like you don't have to place a call. It's very convenient, very, very convenient. Witnesses have described pure panic after a man with a large knife just began stabbing people. Ollie Foster, I've got his testimony from Twitter, told the BBC that he heard people shouting, "Run, there's a guy stabbing literally everyone and everything." His first thought was that it might be a Halloween prank. It was after Halloween, and no one celebrates Halloween in the UK anyway. A number of accounts have described there being blood everywhere and people trying to get away. Some hid in the train's toilets. Now, there is footage, but none of it has been released. There are persistent rumors that the cops confiscated everybody's phones, before they went to hospital, or they scrubbed the footage. There is only a couple of singular sort of images that have been released. I'm presuming that it must have been fucking horrific if they're not going to release the video. Because, it might hurt community cohesion, bros, right? And you don't want to hurt community cohesion, do you? Okay, right? London and the UK generally must be a sort of comforting and welcoming place for stab nigs in order to do their stabbings. We wouldn't want to exclude anyone from the Stabulon festival. Okay, so very, very, very important. The reaction, King Charles is truly appalled. Yeah, but he's not going to do anything about it, so who gives a shit? Starmer described the incident as appalling and deeply concerning, but he's not going to do anything about it either, so who gives a shit? The Home Secretary, Shabana Mahmood, said that after last night's horrific attack, my thoughts today are with the victims, their friends, and families. She's not going to do anything either. So generally speaking, everybody's like, it's appalling, but they're not going to really do anything. Oh, I mean, they might roll out facial recognition cameras and digital ID. That would be sure to solve the problem that they created. This particular stabby boy, person of stab, was apparently going on a bit of a stabby rampage, all up and down the country. Where was this? Barber shop. Basically, I think I've got. He was known to police. Here's some footage. Now, like I said, there is no footage from inside the train. I doubt we're ever going to see it. Might be a bad look, but there was footage from outside. Now, some of you American listeners might be thinking to yourself, why didn't anyone fight back? Why didn't someone deploy pepper spray or something? Well, you can't. All of that shit is illegal in the UK. Because at the time that these laws were made, the UK was very, very safe. And now that it is becoming Chicago-fied, they haven't updated any of the laws. So, and rightly so. So yeah, this is basically it, right? This is the only footage that we've got is cops running up the platform, emergency vehicles. It's basically a nothing burger. This is the one piece of photographic evidence we have from inside the train. This is from the Express. So there is footage. I presume the government has basically said, if you release this footage, we're going to do you for crimes against community cohesion or something. Bloody. Mate, what do you even fucking say at this point, basically, right? As I said, he'd been a bit stabby, this boy already. Apparently, he'd done a bit of a stabulon at a barber's shop in Peterborough, which is sort of like in the general area, on Friday at 7:25 p.m., but was then reported later. I believe I actually have footage of that, actually. Let me see. Where is his stabuloning? Here we go. Here's the stabby boy in question. What is he saying? Well, I mean, we don't really know. Perhaps he is, protesting at the state of the world or, trying to, discuss Locke or Plato. Perhaps he was frustrated at the amount of work that he was having to do at astronaut school, struggling with a neurosurgery question, for example, and looking in the barbershop to, find someone. This is just so fucking, this is just ridiculous, man. I don't even know, what a... Here he is, just coming in, and no one's armed, right? And because no one's armed, right, no one can, whip out a Glock and just just mag dump the guy. Problem solved. But no, can't arm the populace, right? What if they started getting ideas? So let's see. What else have we got? Eyewitness reports.
What happened was I was in Coach G and there was quite a few people coming through Coach G, and one of the people that were coming through, I had my headphones on, then heard them say, they've got a knife, I've been stabbed. And then when looking up, so they were making their way through the carriage to get away from the incident, from the suspect. They were extremely bloodied. That person ended up, when we pulled in, they were basically on the floor. We couldn't progress further down the train away from the suspect because that person ended up collapsing on the floor. So they were taken into an ambulance pretty much straight away. I think the driver did the right thing when we pulled the emergency or contact to let the driver know that something's going on. He pulled into Huntingdon, which is the right thing. Couldn't stop anywhere because anything could have happened. It was the right thing. We were ushered out of the station from the platform, and there was multiple people that had been stabbed that was making their way down, but the suspect had also come off the train as well. So while we were being told to come out of the station, the suspect was obviously running rampant as well, and I don't know reason. No one knows the reason why. The people that did witness it have actually gone off to.
Yes, no one knows the reason why, right? Except evolutionary scientists, and we don't listen to them. Right? No one knows the reason why except for racists, and obviously we don't listen to those people. It's a mystery. It's a mystery, right? Oh, fuck, it's so fucking sick. It's a mystery, bros. It's a mystery. Fucking hell.
The HQ, they were taken with. The statements have been taken, and they are now going to the police station to give further statements. The armed police were pointing to the suspect as we come off the train. I asked what that suspect looked like. They said it's a black male in all black, so a black hoodie. And then at the back of the station, he's walking calmly. As the police were coming through, like armed police, I said, I think that's the guy. And essentially, as they got closer to him, they started shouting, like, get down, get down. He then was waving a knife, quite a large knife. And then they detained him, I think.
Actually, random eyewitness, that can't be true. Knives are illegal in the UK, right? So I don't want to hear any of this stuff that he had a knife, right? Knives are illegal, therefore they have been removed. I think this guy is probably mistaken. I think it is much more likely that this guy was armed with an assault spoon. Don't worry, there is currently legislation going through Parliament to ban the possession of assault spoon. An assault spoon, of course, is any spoon over 3 inches in length that has a mildly serrated edge that could be, for example, used to eat something like grapefruit. The deadliest weapon currently legal in the United Kingdom. We must do something about it. I don't know whether this guy, he must be clearly in shock and deluded. You know what I mean?
It was a taser that got him down in the end, but I only saw one person at that point. I did not see anyone get stabbed, but there was a lot of people being moved away from being treated for injuries and coming away with the trolleys. I'd say probably maybe 12 people in total. Initially, it looked like there was only about 4, maybe 6 that had been stabbed, but maybe when we was coming up the train, I think they doubled back and just attacked anyone that they could. I don't know if it was staff or passengers.
Yes, as Arden Party says, to be fair, a flattened grapefruit spoon would suck to have poked into you. That is exactly right, Ardent, which is why they're illegal. Oh, here we go. Super chat. $3 from Sede Sapiente with a smiley face. Thank you very much. Years, I don't know like what's entropy's like up for me. Can you give it another try? Maybe Mossad's like going after it or something like that. That's going to be this week's stream, by the way, with Artie, about the Moos fighting back and stuff. I quite like covering that like a lot more because like at least I can laugh. Making this shit funny is it's beyond my powers, bros, right? I honestly thought that my powers would stretch to making anything funny, but I just the fatigue. It's too much, bros. I don't know. Use the eunuch. At this rate, you'll have to change the name of the show to the Habbenings or Stabbin Nigs. Yes, Habbening TV. That's pretty catchy. Yes, I like it. Thank you very, very much. Oh God, what else we got? Oh, it's just, oh my God. Okay, so this is an eyewitness from one of the guys. This dude, aspiring YouTuber. It's made me wonder. I mean, I don't know for sure, but it's made me wonder whether this was an op. I read somewhere that apparently they did a drill on exactly this, like only 2 weeks ago. And for everyone who remembers like the 7/7 bombings, they did exactly the same thing. They're like, oh, we just did a drill. How fortunate that just weeks after we did a drill for this exact same thing, it happened. I don't fucking know anymore, right? Like, but the fact that there's no footage from inside the train is sussy. But then again, on the other hand, they would totally suppress that kind of footage because it would probably show like a bunch of like white people screaming and being cut down by a ferocious stabnig, and no one wants to see that. Think of the community cohesion. So from Ollie Foster, I was on the Huntingdon train. I only know of one attacker. He got on the train from Peterborough. He was a black mid-20s. We ran from the back of the train to the end as everyone was screaming to run, explaining there was someone stabbing everyone and everything. At first I thought it was a joke, but quickly realized they were serious. Some people coming thought he had a gun. We didn't really know what we were up against. I put my hand on a chair, and when I looked at the hand, it was covered in blood. There was blood on top of countless chairs coming from two of the guys who had been severely stabbed ahead of me. A young girl was distraught as the attacker tried to stab her, but a hero of an older man got in the way, taking a gash to the forehead. There's always got to be a hero in these things. I don't know. I think another on his neck. We ran to the end of the train, and pretty soon we realized it was a short train. Everyone was queued at the front, and I was one of the people at the back of that queue. And when this first came out, I was like, well, where's the mobile phone footage? You can't tell me all these people standing around at the front of the train waiting, for their appointment with the stabnig didn't, record anything or do a last message to their loved ones or anything like that. And then I got a bunch of like bots in my replies being like, people wouldn't like film themselves in those last moments. Really? You new to the internet? So I don't know. I mean, it could just be random stupid people, hard to say. I was standing there with a few others trying to find any kind of weapon. One person I knew got ready with a Jack Daniels bottle. I had nothing. For what felt like 10 minutes, I watched that carriage doorway waiting to see a figure appear. I knew he had a knife from everyone's wounds, but from someone's previous comments, there was a chance he had a gun. So I stood there praying. We all tried to keep calm, but you could feel everyone's adrenaline. Yes, well, if you'd been armed, this would have been a problem, right? You could have, if you just had like a couple of good old boys among that crowd, you could have just like plugged him. But oh no, right? Like, we live in a kind and polite society in the UK. The train eventually stopped, and I thank God I didn't see anyone come through that doorway. Everyone ran out of the train at Huntingdon, and as I ran out, I looked to my right, knowing where that is where the attacker would come from. And that's when I saw about 20 people running in pure panic, at least 3 of which were covered in blood. One guy was holding his stomach, of which blood was pouring out, shouting, "Help, help, I've been stabbed," as you would. Help, help, I've been diversified. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus, fuck, dude. This is so grim. We all ran together, being completely unarmed against an attacker or attackers we thought we had a gun. You really did feel helpless. Yeah, well, it's a funny thing about that, actually. When you are unarmed and you are facing a psycho who is weaponized. Funny how that works. To the police's credit, as we left the train station, they were all arriving. The response was really good. Yes, the police response was excellent. Apparently, then the scene became everything you're seeing on social media. I'm not sure how traveling on trains will feel after this. It'll feel great, mate. It will feel awesome, right? Look, don't be a racist, right? Buckle down. You don't want to be right wing. Part and parcel of living in a big city, except it wasn't a fucking big city. It was like, up north. Part and parcel of living in a diversified country. Think of all the benefits that, immigration and diversity have brought for us. Shut the fuck up, right? Like, you don't want to get a visit from the cops. I really haven't processed it all. It felt generally surreal and is something I don't wish anyone to experience. Don't worry, I'm sure the Home Office will be sending experts around to make sure that this traumatic experience doesn't cause you to start harboring any racist views. Knowing someone has weapons and you have nothing, knowing they're willing to strike women and children, this wasn't the England that I grew up in. Certainly isn't. Certainly isn't, mate. He was black. Well, yeah. Oh, we got a super chat. $3 from Mikey Bikey. Farb spray is legal in the UK. Link in chat. Yes, a lot of people are basically starting to pack like deep heat, which is like muscle spray. You're still going to get charged by the cops if you use it, but I guess better to be tried by 12 Karens than abandoned by 6. Yes, how does that excellent quote go? Better to be tried by 12 than carried by 6. Is that what it is? I know you'll know that quote. Yes. God. Dude, this is so fucking grim. This is the this is said Stabnig getting away, fleeing the scene.
Move now. Ladies, run, please, run.
Thank you. Sorry. There you go. You see him, the diversity man of the hour, calmly walking away with a knife out. Why put it away? He's probably not scared. Hello, Victorian time traveler. Good to see you, mate. Simon JJ. Suddenly, everyone in the UK has back problems. I think there's going to be an epidemic of people carrying deep heat. Sorry about the mute, guys. I'm running this portable setup. It's I don't have a button for the mute, unmute. Just fucking the state of this fucking country, man. Oh every single time I leave, I'm just counting down the days to when I have to return. Oh yeah, this is kind of unintentionally hilarious. This is the other guy. I think he's white. So the cops obviously thought that he was the dude doing it, and they just tased the shit out of him on the platform. It's no, don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me. Oh God, fuck. Look at this. Why? Yeah, well, it's just part and parcel, mate. Where's the... Oh, I had the police thing. Where the hell is it? Well, okay, so one of the things that was interesting about this is that this time the cops actually quite quickly released the fact that he was black, which was very, very unusual. Usually they say it's not appropriate to speculate. Don't don't talk about it. Here we go. This is it. Police statement. Yeah, here it is. Right. Okay. So I want to clear up a few speculation for any racists in the chat, right? He wasn't Muslim. He was just a psycho, right? He wasn't a migrant. He was born in the UK. You're racist, right? I don't oh my God. He was born here. He's just as English as anybody else. God, I can't believe. I can see you guys in the chat probably being it's because he's Nigerian or something. Nah, his parents might have moved here from Nigeria, but he was born here. He's got a little piece of paper. He's just as English as you and me, right? Captain Crisps, I don't really need to be armed. I can use anything as a deadly weapon. For instance, at the start of John Wick 3, where John Wick kills that guy with a book, Reeves got that idea from me, saw me do it. Crisps, what is your preferred killing book? If you had to pick a book, does the subject of the book have anything to do with how effective it is with your killingsmanship? Inquiring minds wish to know. So yeah, I'll just, all homegrown violence. So what you're basically saying is that we need to remove some of these people who already have citizenship. Good to know.
Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Superintendent John Lovelace, and I'm here to provide you with an update on the incident at Huntingdon Station that took place here last night. It's a shocking incident, And first and foremost, my thoughts are with the family and friends of those who've been affected and those who are injured. At approximately 7:42 p.m. yesterday evening, there were calls to the police service in relation to multiple stabbings which took place on board a train service that departed Doncaster at 6:25 p.m. and was en route to London King's Cross Station. Officers immediately attended Huntingdon Station alongside paramedics, where armed police officers from Cambridgeshire Police boarded the train and arrested 2 people. Within 8 minutes of the 999 call being made, 2 men were brought into police custody, where they remain this morning. I can tell you that these are the first male, a 32-year-old male, a black British national, and a 35-year-old man, a British national of Caribbean descent. They were both arrested.
See what I mean, right? Like, now this is very unusual, right? Like, usually they just say a man, right? Like a man, like, you know, no description at all, just man, you know, a 30-year-old man. But I think after Southport and the furore that happened after that, they've like basically started saying, oh, I guess we like better, you know, give them some detail, or they're just going to start like attacking random stuff. Yeah, as I said, he was known to police, fucking blah, 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 blah. What else have we got? Don't worry though, bros. Rather than remove these people from the country, because that, of course, is impossible, instead, how about we make getting on a train like getting on an airplane, as if the train system in the UK is not already fucked enough. You know, you could do like metal detectors, you have to take off shoes, all that kind of that stuff. Or they could just do facial recognition cameras everywhere and digital ID. You know, right? I mean, look, if you think about it, right, it's the only plausible response. We brought these people in, and now everybody else must change their life in order to accommodate these people. You know, right? There will be a review of rail security. I mean, they could just start putting fucking police, right, like on the trains. But, you know, I don't know if you've seen the state of UK police. They're probably all going to be like short lesbian women or like, you know, Muslims. They're not going to fucking do anything about it. Heidi Alexander, the Transport Secretary, has said that the government will review security arrangements and respond swiftly and in a proportionate way. But she did not think that airport-style scanning is the right solution. No, it's going to be facial recognition cameras and digital ID. You know it, I know it. It's you know. This guy, apparently, who they caught, Anthony Williams, 32, from Peterborough, has been charged with 10 counts of attempted murder, 1 count of actual bodily harm, and 1 count of possession of a bladed article. Sadly, due to UK law, he will not be publicly executed. Bit of a fucking shame, that. Bit of a fucking shame. He was remanded in custody after appearing at Peterborough Court on Monday. There will be more visible police patrols at mainline stations over the coming days, until, of course, there aren't. Something else happens, and then, you know, it'll happen again. Because I do understand that people want to feel reassured following what happened. Okay? I mean, it's not going to stop it from happening, though. So, you know. Thankfully, incidents like this on the public transport network are very, very rare. But not actual random stabbings. They are not rare, right? There's at least fucking 1 a week now. I mean, shit, right? Like, there was one just last week. Footage got released. This dude just getting, like, the crap, like, stabbed out of him by, like, some random migrant out walking his dog. Already forgotten. This is how common it's become. She said the rail network in the UK is a low crime environment. All right. I mean, okay, if you reckon. And for every 1 million passenger journeys, only 27 crimes were committed. We are investing in improved CCTV in stations. That means facial recognition. And more facial recognition. So great. Awesome. She said the government will make sure that any changes strike the right balance between ease of travel and passenger safety, adding that for now, risk assessment has not changed. God fucking damn it. I mean, they could do stop and search, but they won't because it's racist. Yeah, so it's all good, right? It's all good. Nothing's going to change. However, this apparently is really, really taking off. I kind of want one of these.
Bluetooth machete, speaker built in. Yeah. Move it, and the tunes move with you. Auto, play every step. Brat. Easy pairing, crisp bass, 12 hours of one charge. Built for the streets, rain or shine. Heavy. Machete 3000. Bluetooth machete.
Who doesn't want a Bluetooth machete, bros? Come on, like that sounds fucking great, right? You can listen to your favorite drill rapper while you're like stabbing bruvs up blood. Honestly, shit in the UK is getting fucking crazy, right? This isn't even from the latest mass stabbing. This is from the fucking previous one.
Oh, I live in the borough right next to Hillingdon.
Yep.
And I moved into my house in 2019. My local shop, there's been 3 stabbings, 1 murder since then.
Wow.
My friend was murdered last year up on the high street. Girl I know was murdered in Southall Park. The government are failing us. I'm so scared for my children. I have a 22-year-old son, and I'm begging him to move out of the country.
Oh my goodness, I feel for you.
What are these politicians doing to us? They're putting our children in so much danger. They're putting everyone in danger, and they're not doing nothing to help us.
And that's the thing. A lot of us feel. How many is too many?
They're pushing us to do something that we don't want to do. We are peaceful people. British people never vote against their government.
Yeah.
They're going to push us to it because they're not listening to us. Our friends, our family are dying. I had a cousin murdered 20 years ago who was stabbed to death, and nothing has changed, Julia.
I'm so sorry, Sarah. I'm sure I speak for everyone listening and watching right now. My heart goes out to you, and that's the reality.
I don't leave the house without a man.
You're that worried.
Well, everyone I know is getting stabbed. They're getting raped in parks. This is where I live, not where the politicians live.
Do you think that's part of the issue, that they don't live in the real world?
Keir Starmer, if you're listening to this, please do something. I'm petrified. I've never broken the law in my life. I've been a law-abiding citizen. I've been a civil servant. Please do something. It's us that are dying on the streets. You talk about being racist. We're not racist. My sister's mixed race. Yeah. I was a white child brought up in a mixed race family.
Mate, you still got to say it. You still got to say the magic word that you're not racist. Dude, like, even at this point, right, you can't talk about, like, literally, like, all of the people around you getting, like, stabbed and killed. Oh, I'm not a racist. Dude, like, seriously? You still care about that shit?
Nothing to do with race.
Exactly.
To do with our safety.
Sarah, I mean, 100%. We agree with you every single word, and I'm so sorry. I'm sending you a big hug over the ether, and I'm sure everyone else is.
Yeah. Well, at least I'm not a racist, right? This is like another one. This just happened like a few days ago. It's fucking every day now. Now, this comes on the back of a bunch of like other shit that's been going down, right? This is from like a couple of weeks ago. This guy, Hadush Kabatu, was mistakenly released from prison. It's fucking crazy. He was actually one of the guys that kicked off the riots in Epping after trying to snuggle a 14-year-old girl, and then he was just released. And this honestly, like, it's a story from like a comedy. He had nowhere to go, so the cops are just like, you're free now, fuck off. He like hung around for 2 hours being like, where do I go? Where do I go? He then wandered around like London for 3 days while the police like launched a manhunt to find him. He was eventually caught by like a member of the public, basically like phoning in to the cops. And he has now been deported. The government paid him £2,000 to go back to Ethiopia because he already wanted to go. So, you know, that's great. But Owen Jones is here to reassure us that it's all in your head, bros, right? It's all in your head. This is a far-right illusion. Britain isn't in the grip of mass violence. How do you know? Well, the statistics say, right? Let's ignore the fact that you can't trust government statistics in the UK anymore. Let's ignore the fact that a lot of people have changed their behaviour at this point, right? Like, you know, you don't walk around London in posh clothes, like, you know, or at night, or, you know. It's all in your head, bros. It's all in your head. This sort of attack causes so much shock, in part because a random mass stabbing is particularly grisly, and because it's so easy to imagine yourself in the scenario. Yes, it's absolutely easy to imagine myself in a scenario where like an average white dude just like loses their shit and like stabs 10 people. It happens all the fucking time, bro, right? But you know, your actual chance of being stabuloned, of being nig stabbed is quite low, really. So, you know, the increasingly extreme British far right have predictably seized upon this tragedy. It comes 5 days after an Afghan refugee in Uxbridge stabbed a man to death and maimed 2 others, and after a British Syrian man attacked a synagogue in Manchester a month ago. No one cares about the fucking synagogue, right? Like, there have been a bunch more like just random attacks like since then. After the Cambridgeshire attack, British right-wingers are openly relishing the prospect that it was terrorism or something to do with migrants. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, you could do something about it, but, you know, you wouldn't want to be called a racist now. I mean, I see this kind of stuff and I just think of that, like, girl who got turned into kebab meat. I'm just like, yeah, okay. I mean, it's just like, you know, the far right. Rupert Lowe, of course, came out strong, calling for like mass deportation and the death penalty. Fucking very, very based. The attack has nothing to do with migrants. The suspect is a born and bred Briton. No, he fucking isn't. He's fucking Nigerian or something, right? Like, you know, based on the physiognomy. So right-wingers are now instead seizing on the fact the suspect is black. Ha, see? Racism confirmed. We are being encouraged to think that immigration and diversity has made Britain less safe. Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, all right. Fucking. But the facts tell us otherwise. Don't believe your lying eyes. Violence in the UK has plummeted since the 1990s. No, I think what has changed is the way that they collect statistics, right? Shit is clearly way more violent now. This is from the National Crime Survey. Just in case you didn't know, right? When the UK police release crime statistics, they don't do it on the actual number of crimes committed. They do a victims survey. Why? Because it's a way of like hiding increase in crime. So you can't trust any of these statistics, basically. You know, UK is almost bang on average for its rates of homicides in Europe. Yeah, I doubt that. Apparently, Lithuania and Latvia have the highest rates. Yeah, really? Well, look, I've lived in Lithuania for 2 fucking years and it was a lot fucking safer than the UK, so I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Right? It's poverty. It's, you know, people with knives. Firearm offences are much lower. I mean, okay, fucking whatever. And recorded hospital admissions due to assault by a sharp object are 4.1% lower. But the hospitals are now staffed with people who can barely speak English. And you seriously expect that these people are going to be like properly recording this stuff? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Who cares? There has been an increase in shoplifting, though, right? So, you know, there's that. Oh God, I just hate this shit so much. And this is the kind of shit James O'Brien They just keep saying it. You're racist. You're racist. You're racist.
This hideous woman complaining about the number of brown and black faces in television advertisements. In a country where, 30 years ago you'd never see one? No one really seems to have made that point. No one really seems to have made the point that if you have any knowledge at all of how the advertising industry works, the idea that people would be sitting around a table on whatever the British equivalent of Madison Avenue is and deliberately deciding to sell less product by putting people of colour in their adverts. It is one of the most ruthless and cynical industries on the planet. The attention economy, which in many ways pays my mortgage, is designed to shift as much stuff as is humanly possible. So that's not just a racist comment, it's a comment of unimpeachable stupidity. You're thick, you're racist, and you're weird. And I don't know what order to put that in. Don't underestimate the power of weird or the power of stupid. It's a hat trick of horrors. Racist, stupid, weird.
Yeah, all right, James. Fucking, whatever. This is a result of this whole other thing that went on in this fucking Reform MP, Sarah Puchin, I think her name was. She basically was on a talk show and someone was like, look, when Reform gets in, can you do something about the massive overrepresentation of like blacks and browns in every single goddamn fucking commercial? And for a week, this was the thing. They were trying to get her fired and be like, oh my God, you're so fucking like racist, blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, the grooming gang inquiry has like also basically collapsed. It turns out that Jess Phillips, the safeguarding minister for women and girls, wanted to widen the scope of inquiry so that it didn't focus on the Pakistanis because of, community concerns. And then the victims who were involved pulled out. The Met Police is about to review 9,000 grooming gang cases in London that did not exist because Sadiq Khan denied that they existed. So, there you go. Yeah. And that's basically it. That's all the fucking like horrible shit happening in the UK. I hope you guys feel as enriched as I do. Please send money for beer. Right. Fucking hell, mate. Like just covering this shit hurts my fucking soul. I think I might just have to pivot to doing like US political culture war content because like at least then I get a laugh, right? This stream at the moment, basically. 3 likes. This one's going to be a banger. Oh God, fucking damn it! It's too depressing. I think is the problem, right? Like how I mean, I appreciate all you like all the hardcore, dudes like tuning in, but the normies, this is just it's gone. There's like this weird thing I noticed where if something is horrible enough, it kind of passes beyond the realm of polite conversation. And so there becomes this weird paradoxical thing where if you want to hide something, ironically, the best thing to do is to be as like awful as possible, because if you're horrible past a certain point, people won't be able to talk about it. It'll be illegal to talk about, or, everyone will be like, ew, why are you talking about that? I think this is what's basically happening. Right, but we've got some cringe for you, bros. I hope you enjoy. A lot of people have like played this clip already, but I just hey, Tommy Rubenstein. Yes, Tommy Rubenstein was in Israel. Actually, I think I covered this on the stream. I'll just play this clip.
The UK has got a special place in my heart because on the one hand, they really helped give birth to the Jewish state in World War I. The Balfour Declaration, the San Remo Accords, the mandate for a Jewish Palestine, the UK was at the forefront of that. And then they turned on us.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
They turned on us, man. And therefore they have a special place in hell for turning on the Jewish people. You were like doing this great thing. You were helping Israel be reborn after 2,000 years of exile, and it was it was a biblical value. It was also a defense for a UK value. But it all turned on us. Can we turn it back?
Can we turn it back? The British government have just turned on Israel. But they've
been turning on us for a long time.
Yeah, but when we say they, it's the British government. So let's separate the people from the establishment. The establishment have turned. It's like when the American establishment were in power under Joe Biden. The American people didn't support that. the British public don't support what the British government have just done.
If
it was put to a democratic vote on whether the British public wished to recognise the state of Palestine, it would be a resounding no.
I'm going to have to ask for a source for that, Tommy. I'm seeing this increasingly among the kosher sphere, as it were. They just keep asserting very, very loudly that everyone supports them, but they're not giving any kind of polling data or any kind of like hard numbers behind it. And I think that that's because the numbers are fucking terrible and they don't want to publish them, because then everyone will be like, see, we told you everyone like is not supporting you. Yeah, I'll be covering more of that on Friday, actually. Are you ready for Crip Rap Bros?
She was a cripple. Yeah, she was a cripple. Yeah, she was a cripple. With good coochie, you wanna do me and not use me for disability. You gon' push me for this coochie, paralyzed pussy. Yeah, coochie crippin' on him. Coochie crippin' on him. Coochie crippin' on him. Coochie crippin' on him. Legs don't work, but his coochie still squirt.
Absolutely, why not, bros? Like, just absolutely why not? I wish people could post memes in the chat, right? That I really wish like Rumble or someone would just make it so you could like put memes in the chat. God. Here's a guy who got deported from America. He's like, fuck you all. You know, I'm gonna go to the UK. Now he's like, I want to go back to America. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you, bro.
Yes, I got deported after 20 plus years and 97+% of my life in the United States. ICE agents picked me up in Chicago and threw me in jail for 3 weeks because my parents did not file my paperwork correctly. They brought me to the United States on a visa, overstayed that visa, had opportunities to appeal it in court, and my father did not show up to court. Now I'm in the United Kingdom, and this country sucks. And it has made me more America first, because you see that outside of London, all of England is a third world country, a dump. I hate it here, and I am excited and ready to go back to the United States, but I have a 10-year ban to wait out, and I'm waiting to bring my fiance over because I had a wedding scheduled that I had to cancel. And it's taken everything in me to forgive my parents for what they've done to me and what they've caused. But I'll keep going on. Yes, I got deported.
Nah, brah. Look, you know, the UK's great. I keep getting told like how awesome it is, bro. Look, you know, you just gotta go outside, like touch grass or something. Fuck, mate. I feel for this dude. I didn't realize I thought he was like anti-American, but apparently not. So the EBT Nigpocalypse is apparently on track. I haven't seen anything, but apparently the EBT runs out today. And of course, the usually calm and rational sort of basketball Americans are doing their sort of usual calm and, you know, reflective, philosophical sort of musings over what this will mean for them and their people.
I just wanted to come real fast just to make this video, just to make something very, very clear to the white man. Black Americans do not care about your government shutdown, and Black Americans do not care about you taking away our EBT and our government assistance, because Black Americans never depended on the American government to take care of us and feed us, because we never could. We were never able to depend on the government, in spite of what you may say and what you may try to force us to believe. So you can sit back and you can mock, you can laugh, and you can think that you're about to starve us to death. But I'm here to let you know that we are going to eat regardless, even if we have to hunt you animals down and roast and eat you. The delectable crack crackers and cheese. We will make it happen if we have to. Trust and believe me. And if it takes this government shutdown for black people to finally come from under the government and understand that we don't need to be paying our taxes into this government, what we really need to be doing is taking care of one another, buying land and growing our own food and building our own nation. If this government shutdown and starvation is what it's going to take, then let the party begin. It's Black Power, baby, and we rise.
You're going to grow your own food. Okay. I mean, history would not seem to be on your side in that regard, but you know, right? Like, you know, give it a try. I do like the term delectable cracker, though. Like a t-shirt with that, actually. You can just call me a delectable cracker. That's what I am, Rose. Oh yeah, so man, oh my God, just check this shit out.
Hi, Rabbi. Hi, Rabbi. Hi, Rabbi. Hi, Rabbi. Hi, Rabbi. Hi. We're among the thousands of Jewish New Yorkers who've been out door knocking and phone banking to elect Zoran Mamdani. We're also rabbis.
We know Zoran will fight to make our city affordable and safe for our families.
And for our neighbors of all faiths and backgrounds. As New Yorkers, we're also just people who live here, who don't want to get priced out of this incredible city that we call home. We know fellow Jews want to be able to afford housing, transportation, and childcare for their families too.
As Jews, as rabbis, as New Yorkers, we believe that all people deserve to thrive. Zoran agrees.
But let's get real. This isn't only about belief. It's about action. So let's build a flourishing city.
Together, let's elect Zoran. Zoran!
No, this is real. It's not AI. It's real. Turkey's voting for Christmas. The clown world-itis is now so severe. I can't even get outraged. Right. Funny videos for you guys. Oh, look, it's a cute doggo.
Sometimes I wish you could talk. Look, a shooting star. Coco, you're changing. Coco, speak.
You know, I didn't do that for months. I didn't drop a bomb on Paris. I asked for surrender 5 times before we attacked Warsaw. Everything was refused.
Sometimes I wish you could.
You never know what the dogs are really thinking, bros, right? Oh, this is good. This is from like Telegram.
Patriot Pat, Patriot Pat, Patriot Pat, and his red and white cat.
Clear them out.
Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, picks up all the migrants in his van.
What are you doing?
Patriot Pat, Patriot Pat, clear them out, cat says they're all going back.
Clear them out.
All the eagles cheering, New Britain's beginning, 'cause Pat's been remigrating with his van. Everybody knows his remigration van. All his mutual smile as he waves to Britain, prepared to go back to Bangalore. There'll be knock, ring, migrants out the door. Patriot Pat, Patriot Pat, Patriot Pat, and his red and white cat.
Clear out.
Now Big John's crying pity, we already have the recipes, 'cause Pat's been remigrating with his van. Pat's been remigrating with his van. Pat's been remigrating with his van.
Needs to be a new start.
So awesome. Oh, God. Right, what's this?
Andrew, last night was truly unforgettable.
Yeah, sure it was for you.
You really blew my mind.
I know.
I can't stop thinking about it.
Okay, well, don't think about it anymore because the one-time thing is never happening again.
Will you come over tonight?
No, I told you. Jeez.
Please?
No.
I can call my friend Courtney. What if she comes too?
Oh my God, you and Corny, what is with you two? I'm not gonna have a threesome with you guys, okay?
Okay, never mind. I'll never forget you.
Run, Courtney, program 3.4, increase desperation by 80%.
Andrew, please, can we come over? I really need to see you.
Oh my God, no!
Andrew, last night.
Oh God. Okay, there's some random Sora gens. Enjoy.
You there, shepherd boy. Sweep this hut until I can see my reflection in the mud.
Excuse me? You want me to polish mud? That's not just ridiculous, that's artisanal ridiculous.
You heard your pharaoh.
Oh, I heard. And let me tell you something, Your Majesty. Telling me to clean up my own hut? That is textbook anti-Shemite behavior.
What?
Anti-Shemite. Prejudice against us Shemites, it's in the name.
Welcome, Rabbi. You're finally free. Work hard and have a good life in America.
Work? They cannot work. Hashem forbids it. Aye. Already with the oppression. We will create organizations to protect ourselves
This guy,
from this.
he is an anti-Semite.
What?
I said welcome.
Welcome, Rabbi. You're finally free from the Nazis. Work hard and have a good life in America.
Ah, this must be how Shabbos going. Here, take my luggage.
Work? They cannot work. Hashem forbids it.
Oi, a whole land of oppression will create organizations to protect ourselves from this, you'll see.
Hey, this guy.
I saw it first. This purse was promised to me 3,000 years ago.
Whoa, hold on. It's literally my purse.
Oh, but I'm from the tribe of Levi. Therefore, the purse is mine.
Give me back my purse. Oh, give me back my purse. Look, a lost purse. Allow me.
No, I saw it first. It was promised to me 3,000 years ago at Sinai.
3,000. What? That's literally my purse.
Nevertheless, ancient promises are binding.
And I'm from the tribe of Levi. Divine allocation. Purse is mine.
Pardon me. Whoops. Give me back my purse.
And my voice.
Oh, $1.
Chosen.
Oh, dude. Okay, yeah, this is good. Ryan Long, average interview these days, I imagine.
Interview's going great so far. Just one last formality. You're not racist, right?
No.
Not against race mixing?
Of course not, no.
And you can tell Asians apart?
Sorry, what?
We're not going to find out you're one of those racist people who says shit like all Asians look the same?
No, I've never said that.
Just thought it then?
No, I haven't thought it either.
Okay, good. Well, I'm just going to show you a couple photos of Asians. You let me know if you think this is the same guy or a different guy's.
Is this really necessary?
Yeah, I think it's necessary that our employees aren't racist.
No, I meant to guess.
So you'd be guessing. I'll make note of that.
No, I wouldn't be guessing. I'm just like, why do you need me to do this?
Well, we have people of all ethnicities working here, so I want to make sure that you're not going to be mixing them up. I don't know why I'm receiving so much pushback, but...
Okay, just show me the photos.
Okay.
Same guy. Who can't tell these apart?
One more?
Yeah, those are totally different people.
Sure about that?
I'm sure.
Okay.
Oh, did I not get it right?
Yikes.
For the record, I think white people all look the same too. They just have more types, you know, they fluctuate in weight.
Yeah, I'd stop right there if I were you. Just gonna need you to pronounce a couple ethnic names.
Okay, this is crazy.
I mean, I don't find it crazy. I actually find it to be a pretty reasonable Indian name.
No, not the name. I've just never had to do anything like this before.
Yes, that's good. You've spent your entire life not having to pronounce a single ethnic name, but that's not really how we operate here.
No, that's not what I meant.
He actually works in accounting, so I don't think Jagat Prakash should have to be subjected to you.
Dude. Oh yeah, this is really good. More AI.
This Halloween, no titties are safe.
A string of grisly co-ed murders at a local college campus has people talking about someone the kids are calling the titty killer.
I just don't understand. The only connection to the victims is they all have incredible racks.
We're dealing with a real monster here.
All units respond to the Miller residence. We need EMS on standby.
What if I'm next?
Sweetheart, you're a B cup at best. I think you're gonna be fine.
This Halloween, no titties are safe. Just when you thought the titties were safe.
In breaking news tonight, 5 co-eds with large breasts have been murdered on a local college campus, sending shivers down the spine of any woman with a great front porch.
What do you mean he's back?
I thought it was safe to go up a cup size.
Well, we better talk to all the women with large breasts.
Detective, what can I do?
Sweetheart, you couldn't hide those even if you wanted to.
My God, the cheerleader convention is tomorrow!
Just when you thought the titties were safe, this Halloween, the titties are bigger! And they're still not safe!
It's been a year since the return of the titty killer, and after all this time, mystery still surrounds the brutal rash of attacks on women simply for having beautiful mommy milkers.
He's passing up every C cup just like the last time, and you don't think he's back, do you? My God! Jesus Christ, none of the French exchange students are wearing bras. Get a patrol car over there!
You've got nothing to worry about, but tell your girlfriends. I don't want to see anything bigger than a handful outside till this is over. Do you understand?
This Halloween, the titties are bigger! And they're still not safe!
I honestly wish they'd just like start making movies like this again. I'd totally watch that. Yeah, for science, right? Yeah, for research purposes and stuff. And there's a lot of these weird ones going around. They're just stupid. It's awesome.
What are you doing here, kitty? Well, hi there, kitty. What are you? Well, hi there, kitty. What are you?
What the?
Hey there, little fella. You lost?
Oh, hello there, little one.
Hey, kitty. What you doing here?
Well, hello there, little one. Are you lost? I'll keep you safe. Whoever... Oh, hi there, kitty. Out here all alone? Come here.
Hello there, little fella. You lost?
Dude. Hilarious. Right, cute animal videos. Enjoy. Wait, is this AI? Maybe this is AI. I don't know. It's funny though. Wait. Stop it. Stop playing. Right. The train is behind schedule, bros. Oh, Japan. Looks so nice there. Don't let your kitties watch too much television, bros.
He has the longest head feathers of any bird. And they're vital for impressing a female. But first, the king must advertise for a queen.
What's this? Oh, that was too short. And our final cute animal video of the show, Raccoon River. And that's the end of the show. Thank you so much for coming. I know it was depressing, but you know, it is what it is. Let's say goodbye to everyone in the chat. On Rumble, Seti Sapiente, Ardent Party, Full Short, Captain Crisps. Who else we got? I know Hayes Reviews was in there. Hey Hayes, how you doing? Mikey Bikey, Yiz the Unique, Teabag and Therapist, Total Blackout Painting, Crisby 13. Who else have we got? Cavos 96. Good to see you, mate. Oh, it's lovely to see you all, guys. Thanks for coming along. I know it was a depressing show. I think that's everybody. Apologies if I missed anyone. On YouTube, Simon JJ, Arakeen Greenmoon, Otto Stormheart, Victorian Time Traveller, Andrews Animatics, Stumbling, Shademaster, good to see you, mate, Sunny Jim, Deadpool Kid, Kalev Knight. Who else have we got? Quite a few people. Thanks for coming, everyone. Cyberchud Internal Affairs, of course, James Cole, Bas Klutwijk, Proper Pictures, Janice, good to see you, man. Darth Amalgamation, Ashley Styles. Is that everybody? I think that's everyone. Oh, Hurt Chain, good to see you, Hurt Chain. James Cole, I think I already said. Redacted, Fat Zombie. Think that's it. And on Odyssey, we just had Highland Full. Thanks for coming, guys. I imagine the history stream on Wednesday will be going ahead. I still haven't decided on a time. Follow me on Twitter at malinformedtv for updates. And that should be quite interesting. The Black Death and how it shaped Europe. Because I need something less depressing than talking about the UK. So I thought the Black Death would perhaps be like, something, a bit more cheerful. Thanks for coming, everyone. And I will see you next week. Good night, bros.